Students, our chapter is some basic concepts of chemistry, class 11th. So from the name of the chapter, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. So here in this chapter we are going to study about the basics which are used in the chemistry either in class 11th or plus 2. Mostly these are used in all the chemistry part. Clear? So first of all I will introduce the syllabus. So here in this video I am going to discuss about the introduction of this chapter and then classification of matter and fundamental properties, in which we will study the basic units and derived units, and fourth point is scientific notation and significant figure. So this is one of the most important part because either in 1 mark this question is important. Clear? So first of all, what is the definition of chemistry? So chemistry is a branch of science which studies matter. Clear? So chemistry is a branch of science which study about the matter. As we know, what is the definition of matter? Anything which can occupy space and have mass and volume. Clear? Like this is a board which occupies space and also have a mass. This is also a matter. Like mobile, either your pen, copy, pen, pencil, everything is matter. Clear? So here we have classification of matter, that is physical classification and chemical classification. So whenever you heard about the physical and chemical, so understand its meaning. So physical means the properties or either anything, units which you can observe physically. Clear? Like physical classification like solid, liquid and gas. So here we have the example, or either we can see solid, liquid and gas. So what is the property of solid? So definite volume and definite shape. Like this is a board, this has a definite shape and definite volume. Solids are incompressible. Liquids have a definite volume and indefinite shape. Like we can put water in either in beaker or a flask, it has an indefinite shape. Second property is incompressible. We cannot compress the liquid more. Third is gas. So neither definite shape nor volume. Means here the gases do not have the definite shape or definite volume. Like if we take an example, LPG cylinder. So in the LPG cylinder the gas is compressed, so it has a property of compressibility. This is a physical classification. Then we have the chemical classification. So in the chemical classification we have the pure substance and mixture. So here the pure substance are elements that is inorganic and compounds that are organic. So in the class 11 third chapter we have the classification of elements. So in third chapter we will discuss about the metals, non-metals and metalloids. Clear? So we will study fully the properties, either how the periodic table is prepared. There are number of elements like metal. So there are 118 elements in periodic table. And then we have the mixture. So there are two types of the mixture: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture is in which the boundaries are visible, like invisible, like a mixture of water and milk. So boundaries are invisible, whereas in the heterogeneous mixture we have the visible boundaries, like mixture of water and sand or mixture of water and soil. So this is a heterogeneous mixture. So this is the classification. Now next part is fundamental properties. So here the fundamental property is basic units. So in the fundamental properties, basic unit is temperature, means these are the basic unit, these are the derived units. So derived units means these are derived from the basic unit. Like temperature is measured in Kelvin. Then we have the time is measured in seconds. So it is represented by small s. Next we have mass. So here in the mass is measured in kg, whereas length is measured in the meter. Clear? And then we have current is measured in ampere, whereas luminous intensity is measured in the candela. So these are the basic units. Next we here we have the seventh amount of matter, that is mole. So in this chapter we will study about the mole, what is the meaning of mole, how it is used. Then we have the derived properties. So derived properties are those which are derived from the basic unit, like volume. So what is the formula of volume? Length into length into length. So the length unit is meter, so its unit is meter cube. Next we have the density. So the formula of the density is mass into mass divided by volume. So here the mass unit is kg, whereas volume unit is meter cube. Next we have the force, mass into acceleration. So here the kilogram into meter per second square. Then we have the work, force into displacement. Unit of the force is Newton, whereas the unit of displacement is meter. Clear? So these are the fundamental properties. So we have studied, I will recap, we have studied about the matter, and then chemical classification, physical classification, we will study the fundamental properties. So these are the new topics. So basic units of, then we have studied the direct property. Then we will study about the scientific notations and the significant figures. Clear? So here our next topic is scientific notations. So before starting scientific notation, we have some rules, like if we have the number 0.000009. So here why we use the scientific notation? So like in the physical chemistry there are number of the numericals. Clear? So at that time we have the calculation, lengthy calculation. So at that time you have to use these scientific notations, simple methods, so that your answer can be correct. Clear? So here first of all we have the digit like 0.000009. Clear? Here we can write here 9 into 10 divided by 10 raised to power 6, or either 9 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So here simple rule is, if we shift decimal towards right, we subtract the power. So here I have shift the decimal towards the right. Clear? So at that time we have to subtract the power. Like here we have the how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? So here 6 0. So here we have to subtract the power. These are the simple method. Clear? Now if here we have this digit. Clear? If I want to put the zero or decimal after the 4. Clear? So we have to count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? So here I want to put the decimal after 4. Clear? At that time I want to shift the decimal towards left. At that time we have to add the power. So these are the two rules which are used. Like here we can take another example. Suppose we have 9213.10 into 10 raised to power 19. Clear? So here if I want to shift the decimal after 9, at that time I move towards the left. So here how many digits? 1, 2, 3. Clear? So here I will add the 3 because I move towards the left. So this is a simple method when we want to shift the decimal either right or either to the left. Clear? So simple, remember, R for negative, left for positive. So these, so next we have the significant figures. So sometime one more questions will come. So here are some rules, like all the non-zeros are significant. Significant means we can count them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all the digits are significant. Like if we have an example 1539.1131. So here total significant figures are 8. Is it clear? Now next is all the zeros in between non-zeros are significant. Here I will explain it with the example. Like here if we have 14000093. Clear? So here we have the zeros in between the non-zero. Clear? At that time we have to count it as a significant figure. So here total significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? So total significant figure is 7. Because here we have the zeros in between the non-zeros. Is it clear? Next is, see, all the zeros before the non-zeros are non-significant. Means अगर आपके जो zeros हैं, फर्स्ट थर्ड रूल के अकॉर्डिंग अगर आपकी जीरोस सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर से पहले तो आप उसको काउंट नहीं करोगे. अगर वो इन बिटवीन सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स के इन बिटवीन अगर आपकी जीरोस है, दैट टाइम आप उसको कैलकुलेट करोगे. क्लियर? सो हियर द सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर इज 1. इज इट क्लियर? नेक्स्ट लास्ट रूल, all the zeros after non-zeros are significant provided they are on right of the decimal. Clear? I will explain here with the example like 319.00. Here the zeros are after the significant figures. So here significant figures are 5. Clear? Now next we have 0.200. Here the significant figure is 3 because here we do not count this 0 because this is before the decimal. Means यहाँ पे जो आपका जो zeros है वो नॉन सिग्निफिकेंट से पहले हम उसको कभी भी कैलकुलेट नहीं करेंगे. So इन रूल को याद रखना. Next is like here 100. So here the significant figure is 1 because here we have taken another example 100.0. अगर वहां पे आपका 0.0 है that time पे आपकी जो significant figures है वो काउंट होगी. यहाँ पे आपका पॉइंट नहीं, इसलिए आपका significant figure में zeros को काउंट नहीं किए. So we can recall it means like here we have the second rule. यहाँ पे second rule के अकॉर्डिंग क्या है कि आपके जो zeros है अगर वो नॉन सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स के सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स के इन बिटवीन है तो आप उसको काउंट करोगे. क्लियर? हियर सी पार्ट अगर आपकी जीरो सिग्निफिकेंट नंबर से पहले है तो आप उसको कभी भी काउंट नहीं करोगे. अगर आपकी जीरोस नॉन जीरोस के बाद है लेकिन वहां पे आपका पॉइंट होना चाहिए, दैट टाइम आप उसको कैलकुलेट करोगे. क्लियर? लाइक हियर वी कैन टेक एग्जांपल 100 एंड 100.0. तो यहाँ पे आपकी जो जीरोस है वो डेसिमल सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर के बाद है. सो यहाँ पे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर बाद में, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपका पॉइंट है. क्लियर? सो पॉइंट होने के कारण यहाँ पे आपका सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स 4 है. आप इसकी बैक एक्सरसाइज के न्यूमेरिकल्स करो. आप जितनी प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना ज्यादा आपको समझ में आएगा. इज इट क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इज द पावर्स आर नॉन सिग्निफिकेंट. मींस अगर आपके पास इस तरह से लिखा हुआ है तो वहां पे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स कितने होंगे? 3. आइदर वी कैन सिंपल राइट हियर 1 3 1 सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स. क्लियर? सो यही सेम रूल्स आपके एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन में भी फॉलो होते हैं. बट यहाँ पे आपको कैसे चूज करना है? सपोज वी हैव द एडिशन ऑफ 35.68 प्लस 4.982. तो यहाँ पे पॉइंट के पास सबसे ज्यादा लोएस्ट किस पे है? हियर. सो 0.68 दिस इज द लोएस्ट. सो सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स आर 4. Clear? So here after the addition we have the significant figures 4. So answer is 40.66. So जब भी आपको एडिशन करनी है या मल्टीप्लिकेशन करनी है आपको वहां पे सबसे पहले लोएस्ट डिजिट देखनी है, लोएस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर देखना है, देन उसके बाद एडिशन के बाद आपने आंसर लिखना है. यहाँ पे अगर हम एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं 1.1 एडिशन ऑफ 2.22 एंड एडिशन ऑफ 3.33. जब यहाँ पे हमने एडिशन किया हमारा आंसर है 6.653. लेकिन यहाँ पे इसका आंसर कितना होगा? यहाँ पे 1.1 क्या लोएस्ट है बिकॉज यहाँ पे पॉइंट के बाद एक ही डिजिट है. क्लियर? तो ये लोएस्ट है. यहाँ पे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स कितने हैं? 2. तो यहाँ पे आंसर होगा हमारा 6.66. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट वी टेक एंड सेम मेथड इज यूज्ड फॉर द मल्टीप्लिकेशन 33.3 एंड 11.1. क्लियर? जब हमने इसके मल्टीप्लिकेशन की हमारे पास आंसर है 369.63. क्लियर? सो जब हम यहाँ पे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर चेक करेंगे 3 है तो हमारा आंसर कितना होगा? 369.6 बिकॉज हमारे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर कितने? 3. Either we can here multiply 6.11 with 2.1. Clear? So at that time here the lowest significant figure is 2.1. So significant figure is 2. After the multiplication we get the answer 12.831. So यहाँ पे चेक करो आपका जो lowest कितना पॉइंट के बाद यहाँ पे 1 है. क्लियर? So यहाँ पे significant figures कितने? 2. So यहाँ पे आपका आंसर क्या होगा? 12. So these are the simple methods to calculate the significant figures. You can do the practice from the NCERT back exercise or either from the NCERT example. These are the simple rule. Clear? So if you have any doubt, you can comment in the section or either like share this video so that this will help the other students. Thank you.